What's up, guys? So as we know, it's Monday, right? And this morning I woke up, but I didn't wake up at the time that I wanted to wake up, right? So I was already like, just I, as far as my schedule goes, like I was already playing catch up because I literally woke up like an hour after the time that I wanted to. You know what I mean? And at that moment, I felt like I had two choices: whether to just kind of like I'll kick it off to the side and be like, oh well, I could just chill today and not have such a good day, or I could push through that and honestly even have a better day. You know what I mean? Obviously I made the latter decision and decided to just push through. I still went to the gym. I'm about to now meal prep my food. And yeah, man, because at the end of the day, I could have just stayed in my comfort zone, and I could have just stayed home and just not done anything. But at the end, like, that honestly would have hurt me more than going out here and still doing it anyways, because there's no purpose in just staying home and being comfortable. I get no fulfillment from that. But going to the gym still, and here now about to cook my food, that's gonna help me hit my goals, is way more fulfilling. And I'll have a sense of pride because of it. So I feel like in life you have two choices. You have two choices: you either choose to grow or choose to stay the same. But and they're both gonna be painful. It's just, what kind of pain do you want, right? If you decide to stay the same, you're gonna be around the same people. You're gonna be the same person you are next year that you are right now. And life is just gonna keep passing you by. Opportunities is just gonna keep passing you by. But if you choose the other route, which is growth, yeah, it's gonna be hard at first, right? But anything great is gonna be hard. You know what I mean? And personally, I feel like that's the route all of us should take, because at the end of the day, if you choose the comfortable route, you're gonna have a lot of regret. You're gonna be like, oh, I coulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda did this. But coulda, shoulda, woulda ain't results. But the pain of discomfort, I feel like, outweighs the pain of regret for sure. Because I look, at just seniors, people that are older than me, and like, I just see like they have this hurt about them. Like, they wish they would have done this. They wish they would have took the risk. They wish they would have loved more. And I don't want to be stuck in that situation. Like, I want to live intentionally. Get everything that I was meant to have. I feel as though sometimes we hide behind the person that we can be because we're scared of failing. But I feel like winners lose so much. Like, to be a winner, like, you have to just try shit, honestly. Like, just regardless what it is, like, you'll never know until you try. And people be like, oh, it's a perfect time, or I don't know if I'm gonna win, so I'm not gonna try. So they stay in their comfort zone. But it's like, you have to keep testing. Like, you have to see what works for you in a way, because again, man, you will never know what's gonna work for you. You just have to keep going. Eventually you're gonna stumble onto something that does work, and through hard work, perseverance, it's gonna feel like people are gonna say, like, when you get there, people are gonna, like, in a way, hate on that and like be like, man, he got lucky. But they don't know all the doubts you had, all the lonely nights, all the sacrifices you had to make. They're just gonna hate on the one moment, oh, that overnight success, what it looked like to them, right? But it wasn't. And they're not willing to go through that. They're not willing to go through that discomfort. And that, their life literally shows why they are where they are, because They were scared to take the risk. They favored uh, they favored comfort over discomfort. But as I study and I learn, all these people that are overachievers are just people that aren't willing to settle for mediocre. They just want everything that they were meant to be, or they want everything they were meant to have. And as I shift my identity, sorry guys, I'm a little sick. As I shift my identity throughout the the weeks, the months, I just realized it's all about grit. You know, the life that you want is out there, but you have to fight for it. You have to fight for it every second, every minute. You have to fight against the decay for real. So yeah, man, just kind of something that reminded me this morning. I could have chose to just stay in my bed and just be defeated, but I was like, man, the hell with all that. I'm gonna go out there and actually do something, make something out of the day. Like now, I carry that mindset. Like, okay, even if I woke up 3 hours than the time, 3 hours later than the time that I wanted to, I would still make something out of it, because it's the mindset shift, and it's your identity. Like, make the most of what you have, live intentionally, love the ones that you supposed to love, rekindle those relationships that you feel like aren't even rekindleable, if that's a word. So yeah, man, just strive for better, keep going, as I am as well, of course, every day, and just be the best version of yourself. And the best version of yourself requires everything you got in you. It's gonna make you get out your comfort zone and learn to really relish discomfort, really devour that, seek it, because in that, and successful people know, in that is where growth happens in anything in life. So yeah, man,